get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Hard to disagree with that. Mkhitaryan! Martin. Gavi. And it's Lopez. And Bernal. Nicely spread. Rafinha. Sucic simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Thuram. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. And here's Zielinski. He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Koundé. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them. This is the time you need that pace.
Koundé. Rafinha. Topalovic. Zielinski. And here's Thuram. Topalovic. Sucic. That is lovely. Backward it goes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's picked his way through. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Koundé. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's found a way through. Chance to deliver. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. Topalovic. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Spread it left.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Distributed tidily. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan. Zielinski. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vermeer. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Topalovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Zielinski. Now, who's going to be first to this? The muscular approach does pay off here. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Mkhitaryan. Barella. And it's Barella. Lewandowski.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pedri. Gavi. And it's Pedri. And Bernal. Koundé. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Rafinha. That's been slipped through. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Zielinski. And here's Mkhitaryan. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Barella. This is a promising build-up. Looking tidy in possession here. Some really good ball movement. And he's cut it out. Pedri. And it's Gavi. Now it's Rafinha. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. That's going across goal. Oh, he's been... Great chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think...
And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Inter Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Barella, passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mkhitaryan. Sucic receives it in a good position here. Oh, this is a great position. It's a really well-measured ball. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he cuts out the supply. Fermin knocks it out wide. Another chance from a corner. They've played it short. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Cancelo. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Zielinski. And here's Thuram. Now it's Thuram.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Topalovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's in a great position here. Oh, he's played it in low. Nice interception, well timed. Zielinski. Now it's Barella. Good ball, good take. Thuram. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a promising position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Viene sostituito con il numero 20. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 58.
Inter Milan have opted to make another change here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 16.
Towering
il numero
header!
44.
Harmlessly behind.
Lewandowski clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Barella. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he is deftly away. He's on it, can he get away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Çalhanoğlu. Searching passes played there. The Fry gets across and deals with it. Bisset. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, just skips past his man. Rashford is onto this. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram. Rafinha. Well, this could be it. Past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9. Lascia il campo per il numero 94. Cambio di giocatori.
Rashford! Sensational from Rashford! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Francesco Esposito. Brook. Oh, it's come off the upright. It's gone in, he's put through his own net.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Barchi, he's got away. Lewandowski finding himself in space. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Barella.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. Nice sequence of passes, this. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Gavi. Rafinha makes a move down the right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always back himself because he's got the courage to do all that and then do his bit for the team. And he will always be a key midfield link because of his cleverness, his anticipation and his desire.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Gavi. Referee's given a throw. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Martin. And Koundé. Pedri. The fry promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Akanji. Over to the other side. Topalovic. Gavi gets a foot in here. Eric Garcia. And it's Gavi. Rafinha. Oh, some astute defending there. Topalovic. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bernal. And Martin. Koundé. And Rafinha. Rafinha. Nice control. And it's Pedri. Gavi. Looking for options for movement. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Out for a throw. Played out wide. Mkhitaryan. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Thuram. Topalovic. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Koundé. Eric Garcia. And it's Cancelo. And it's Lopez. Bernal. It's Gavi. And it's Lopez. Bisek producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Topalovic. That's a super give and go. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedri. Fermin has it out wide and in space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is expertly dealt with.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Topalovic. Oh, what a mistake! Koundé. And the referee has signalled for half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, this looks sharp. Topalovic. No, that's been intercepted. Plays it out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gavi. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Lopez. Topalovic running with the ball. Now it's Zielinski. He's picked his way through. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bernal with a definite foul there.
Mkhitaryan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Fermin. Over to the right flank. Rafinha. Koundé. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mkhitaryan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that is not the... And the keeper's given it away. And that has been cleared. Martin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fermin finding himself in space. There's the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Mkhitaryan. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening. Might want to be careful there.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. numero 14, numero 58, numero 7, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 20, il numero 23, il numero 17. Attenzione, un cambio.
Lewandowski. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu into Stefan de Vrij. This is a promising build-up. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's been shipped out wide. Bernal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's picked it up in a wide position. Now it's Gavi. Plenty to aim at here. Dumfries attempts a clearance. João Cancelo picks it up out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Rashford gets into a good position. He's in a great shot at goal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cambio di giocatori.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Diouf. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
João Cancelo.
Ci sarà un
And it's
minuto di
Rashford.
recupero.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Rashford is wide and looking to get onto this. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. 90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still. The muscular approach does pay off here. And this is Çalhanoğlu. And that is well cleared. And that is out of play. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. That's a sharp pass. And now the breakaway. He shifted it to the flank. It's a promising position. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, they could break here. Now that looks a decent ball. Martinez has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bisek. Çalhanoğlu. No way through, so back it comes. And now they can clear their lines. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. The Fry calmly anticipates. Good ball, good take. Well read, and the danger is averted. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 45. Numero 6.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Il numero 8.
105 minutes of deadlock, 15 minutes to break it. This looks promising. Little pass back. Passing nice and neat. Stood up well to him there. That's a good ball out wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got away. Barella.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Bargi wants to run onto this. Real chance! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's made its way to him. Bissek can get it clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Now it's... And a chance! And that should get the job done. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
I had a feeling this might end goalless with everyone pretty much running themselves to a standstill. These players certainly have done their part in making it an enthralling encounter.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of... And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Up steps the man with the armband. That's a brilliant read.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Inter Milan with the chance to go 2 up. Up by 2. The lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Inter Milan with this chance to pull 2 clear. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
He's missed it, it's wide! The rueful look says everything.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off. This to win it. No pressure, of course.
Dispatched! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Inter probably deserved that on the overall balance of things, Peter. They always seemed more comfortable, more focused. They weren't fazed by the prospect of penalties. I would say a job well done.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Spread to the right. Now it's Rafinha. And that is not getting there.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gavi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Distributed tidily. Now it's Rafinha. It's skewed away. Bisek. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Frattesi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Frattesi. Oh, good spread. No, not quite on the same wavelength. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to clear it. Still goalless. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Bernal. That has been slung wide. And it's Cancelo. That has ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. Shifted it to the flank. Gavi. Oh, important interception. Fratesi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a really well-measured ball. Dumfries in acres of space out wide. Chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Koundé. Rafinha. Pedri. He's looking wide. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Could move up a gear here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Pedri. Lopez. João Cancelo. Fermin picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Thuram. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Enrique. He's in a great position here. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha has been caught there, it's a foul. Gavi. And Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Koundé. And here's Rafinha. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11. Numero 16.
So we're off again.
Lasciano il campo per
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Dumfries. Thuram. Header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Martin getting this one clear. Oh, super ball! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Lewandowski. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Damian.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now it's Lewandowski. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Koundé, and it's been shipped out wide. Gavi. Now it's Rafinha. Foot in. Zielinski. Almost an hour gone. And still, we await the first breakthrough. This is a promising ball. Tries a shot! It's anyone's ball now. And that is well cleared. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Gavi. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that looks a decent ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Barcelona have opted to make another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Gavi. And no, he's seen through all of that. And the pass is intercepted. Over to the right flank. And he skips past his man. Lewandowski. Decent chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Mkhitaryan.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Pedri. Spread to the right. Well, that has not gone well. Pedri. Dumfries. Oh, super find. Garcia claims it, safe hands. Dumfries. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zielinski. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bargi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Knocks it out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona could counter here. Now it's Gavi. Mkhitaryan has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14, numero 2, numero 45. Lasciano il campo per
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rashford with the cross.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
They've got it again. Mkhitaryan. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Pedri. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, that was the second half.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. So, our quest to find the winner continues. Badji. He's picked his way through. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Rashford. No, he's not getting his way this time. That's been cut out, well played. Back to the keeper it goes. Martin.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's Mkhitaryan. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Esposito stood up well to him there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Casado, nicely spread. Space for him to turn and look. De Vrij simply refused to be outdone there. Çalhanoğlu. And this is Mkhitaryan. Oh, that's fabulous. Mkhitaryan. Tries to cross. Oh, good effort. Crossed in once more. There's the shot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. And with that, it is half-time, extra time. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Oh, it's a great ball here. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Played into space. Looking to play him in. And he's in on goal. Zielinski! Oh, what? And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. And he shoots! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9.
Inter Milan are making a change now. Martinez coming on here as broadly expected. Oh no, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Inter Milan are in... Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here comes the corner. And he can clear it away. So there you have it, penalties. Inter Milan found a way, somehow.
Yeah, and it was clear who the better side was in extra time. It was equally clear why they didn't win it.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. Çalhanoğlu to get things going. And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Up steps the man with the armband. That's a brilliant read.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
This to put them 2 up. Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
A swift riposte. Martinez is third in line. Oh, you're not going to save that.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Bargi, the third man up. No! Denied remarkably! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Up by 2. 2 up.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
The margin of error is 0. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early. It's all about his mindset now.
And no, the pressure just too much.
Well, you could feel the pressure from all the way up here, Peter. It felt as if it might just get the better of him, and it has.
It's in. Pick that one out. And the drama continues. So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice. Oh, the upright and back out.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Caligaris must save this. It is that simple. And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Inter Milan fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been.
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong, and that's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. Driving forward, played back into the centre. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through, delivered with swing. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Turan. Zielinski. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Francesco Esposito! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Cancelo. Pedri. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And here's Lopez. A probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Zielinski. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fratesi. Francesco Esposito. Might be danger here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. And he cuts out the supply. Pass somewhat off target. Fratesi. Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Tura. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vermin. And it's Gavi. João Cancelo gets into a good position. He's looking wide. Back towards the middle. That's a sharp pass. That's destined for the flank. And here's Lopez. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know...
Header! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a sweeping cross. Fratesi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gavi. Gavi gets Gavi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gavi is offering a wry smile there.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 16.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
João Cancelo. Now to Lopez. Oh, that's neat. Bissek. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 94, viene sostituito con il numero 58.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Thuram.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, good take in a good area. Pedri. Gavi. Fermin, who's set up 1 goal so far. Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's good play from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Zielinski. And Topalovic. Topalovic running with intent. And here's Thuram. And it's made its way to him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He's picked his way through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well read. And the danger is averted. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Topalovic powering forward here. He's in a great position here. Martin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Lewandowski. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 10, cambio di giocatori.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Topalovic. Koundé. Pedri. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rashford.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Martinez. And now the breakaway. This looks promising. Good ball, good take. And that has been knocked clear. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Martinez. That has been slung wide.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Eric Garcia. And Koundé. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Badji. Didn't quite work for him. Bernal. And it's Pedri. It's a searching pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Inter Milan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Çalhanoğlu. Sucic. Chance, surely!
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Mkhitaryan. Akanji. Çalhanoğlu. And that interception was most necessary. Badji. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Topalovic. Mkhitaryan. And Topalovic. Mkhitaryan has given away a free kick. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. Looking for a runner.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Martinez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Things already rolling. Chance for a shot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Stefan de Vrij. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always back himself because he's got the courage to do all that and then do his bit for the team. And he will always be a key midfield link because of his cleverness, his anticipation and his desire.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Juve. Thuram! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Thuram is offering a right smile there.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. And he's taking no chances there. Now, can they get him away? Forced to go back. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Thuram. And it's Barella. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gavi. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. João Cancelo. Lopez. Pedri with the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Stefan de Vrij. Bernal calmly anticipates. Eric Garcia. Pedri, that's going wide left. Tries to pass it through. Gavi. Look at there's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Bernal. Half an hour played now. Gavi. And Rafinha. Juve. And here's Barella. Thuram. Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 2 then. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that could set him on his way. Pedri. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And it's Lopez. Oh, important interception.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Thuram. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's running through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Gavi, who does have an assist to his name. Barella. Pedri. And he was quick to react. Diouf, spread out to the left. Acerbi.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Barella. Now it's Thuram. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! João Cancelo. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Inter Milan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And the shot! He's got a goal! Inter are back in business! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's heaved it away. Gavi. Pedri. No outsmarting him this time. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's full. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Now it's Rafinha. Diouf venturing down the left. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Delivered low. And the keeper gets his hands on it. João Cancelo. And it's Gavi. Looking for options for movement. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. Diouf. Barella. Oh, well measured. Mkhitaryan! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Diouf. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. That looks a good ball through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pedri.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's a really well-measured ball. Lewandowski is onto this.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22, numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
And it's Lewandowski.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That is good strength. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. Lewandowski looking to play him in. It's a goal kick. Barcelona making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bargi. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's managed to get rid. And Koundé. Pedri. Over to the right flank.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Lewandowski. Çalhanoğlu. He's looking wide. Gavi. And it's Pedri. Oh, good spread. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Barella. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Enrique. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Barella. Bernal does well to get it back.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
It's Rashford! Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Cambio di giocatori.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
The final seconds now. Now it's Rashford. Threads one in. João Cancelo receives it in a wide position. There's a searching pass. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rashford goes short. Now the ball in. Luis Enrique is there to clear. And that's that. Inter Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata situata.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board. Thuram! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Martin is there, and he can get that clear. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gavi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Mkhitaryan. And here's Thuram. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Rafinha. Koundé. Spread out to the left. Now it's Lopez. Nicely weighted ball. In by Cancelo. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Rafinha duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Thuram. Thinks about the shot. Gavi.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
João Cancelo picks it up out wide. Mkhitaryan. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Now it's Rafinha. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Stefan de Vrij. Akanji. Çalhanoğlu engages and forces him off the ball. Martin. And it's Cancelo. Fermin. Rafinha, given the lift of his goal.
Pretty robust defending.
Mkhitaryan. It's Thuram. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's definitely onside. Shot, surely! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Koundé. Eric Garcia. Martin. Pedri. He is through here. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has a look up. Not a hint of offside here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Spread it left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Well, that is good. Against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. And that's going wide left. Fermin. Look at the space here. Looking here to chip it through.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Mkhitaryan. Rafinha. Rafinha pinches it off him. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Inter Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Diouf makes a dash for it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Barella. Darmian. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and it's Barella. Diouf. Pedri goes direct. Bernal. Inter Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And here's Gavi. Lewandowski. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bernal. And that is out of play. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Fermin in acres of space out wide. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Now it's Diouf. Pedri. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball, and he's certainly onside here. Barella. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Mkhitaryan, great ball, he's having a shot! And that's a good finish. Inter are back in business.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Caligaris deals with that nice and simple. Diouf. Nicely spread. Esposito. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's got away from him. Diouf. Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan gets on his bike and on the move.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Barella. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diouf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Mkhitaryan. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Thuram. Plenty to aim at here. There's the delivery. Garcia claims it, safe hands.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He might have to go it alone here. Barella is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Esposito. Diouf gets into a good position. Now it's Diouf. Very nicely done. Diouf's cross. Oh, good climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
So 90 minutes have come and gone, it's going to be extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And we are already back underway. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Diouf. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bargi, he's got away, and it's Casado. He has found a way through. And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Looking for the run, Francesco Esposito. Koundé. Casado.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get rid. Sucic. Barella. And Diouf. And it's Stefan de Vrij. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Ah, he's given it away. Mkhitaryan. And a chance! And that is well cleared. So just 15 minutes still to come. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And he's been shifted off it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 36.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's Mkhitaryan. Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Thuram. Diouf.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he whips. Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Casado. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, nicely intercepted. Casado. That's destined for the flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Eric Garcia. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Which way will he go? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Thuram. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Played into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Çalhanoğlu. Inter Milan, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Güler. Tchouaméni. It's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a chance! Goal! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. First quarter of an hour gone. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Zielinski. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Can he finish? And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Francesco Esposito! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tchouaméni. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Mkhitaryan. Zielinski. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Strokes it back. Again, the flag's up. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. 15 minutes till half-time. Showing good feet. Darmian does well not to be outdone there. Çalhanoğlu. Esposito. Now it's Thuram. And it's Zielinski. Francesco Esposito. Now it's Zielinski. And it's made its way to him. Picked out on the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Damian. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Goulet touches it back. No way through, so back it comes. Goulet receives it in a good position here. Camavinga. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And he's played it back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Now it's Rodrigo. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Çalhanoğlu. Mkhitaryan. And it's Arda Güler. He's on it, can he get away? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Çalhanoğlu. It's Thuram. And it's half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Inter really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Quality ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Mbappe is flagged offside. Bisek. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out towards the right wing. Goulet making good progress on the right-hand side. Zielinski. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Rudiger clears it away. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foot in.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and he's in. He tries a shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A case now of complete control.
El
Calhanoglu.
dorsal 5. El dorsal 46.
Bisek.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal 2.
Zielinski. Now it's Rodrigo.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good take and goes for a shot! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Great vision. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, super find. Akanji deals with that comfortably. Calhanoglu. Mkhitaryan. And it's Calhanoglu. Now it's Mbappe. Space for him to turn and look. Brilliantly cut out. Calhanoglu. And here's Rodrigo.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And no mistake. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
Rodrigo really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Thuram. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Can he get it through? Now it's Rodrigo. He's in one-on-one.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Great defending, strong and determined. Passing nice and neat. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rodrigo is onto this. Swings an impressive jump. And it's in. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Oh, and Martinez! Brought out the best in the keeper. 5 minutes to add. And they win it back again. Now then, the ball's come loose. This looks promising. Oh, that's superb. Mbappe, he's through on goal here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Oh no, what has happened here? Chance, surely! And it's a goal!
Well, they